Hello YouTube subscribers, welcome me today. I'm in the middle of a park doing my video today. Beautiful day. Last few days been cold, wet, rainy, but now it's come back to that summer feel. So I'm talking to you all on a small basis, very short video, not long at all. But I'm wondering, we talk about the state of the black people today, all over the world, how they're unshambled. And instead of them peeling back the bandage and saying the white people were the cause of all this dishevelment where blacks could have been sharing, working together all over the world, the disheveled. How the funny thing is how the white people stayed intact, how the Spanish people stayed intact, how all the other races, Chinese, all stayed intact, and they have countries to go back to if they're in the USA. They don't, if they're not in USA. But in the USA, they have no country to go back to, nothing. The black race is lost its way. It's divided thanks to the white race and other races who have joined in as they systematically work together to destroy the planet. All of them. This is where they find unity at. All of them have worked together to destroy the planet. And you got the crumbs of people that work together to try to save it. Well, it's too late. Well, we're all being ran by bad people all over the world. Bad, one singular voice controlling a whole lot. Where there's no unity, there's no definition, there are no, what do you call them, separations, all here. We're on this big old boat, and most of the people are not even aware they're on that big ass boat. They can't escape it, they can't run from it, they can't do anything with it. But they live their lives now, the black race, in dishevelment. It's almost like we've been cast off into hell. But the planet's on fire. All suffer from that. It doesn't matter who and what you are and who that you think you are. We're lost. We're sitting in this ocean, this vast ocean of a galaxy. And we're naturally in the midst of hate ruling us, discord, greed, filth, disgust, dishevelment. And they had a nerve to call it society. Well, the black race. I don't think I'm gonna live to see it I think I'm gonna live to see it in my lifetime. I think we're so far off from any type of unity, we don't even like each other. Black people don't even speak to each other. They don't talk to each other. They don't work together. They don't know what it is to work together. All they know is, I'm gonna kill you when I get mad at you. And the other races sit back with popcorn and eat and laugh. And then when there's something for us, especially in this country, to help us, they turn around and say, oh, no, they don't deserve it, but they do. Black people built this country. Whether they like it or not, it's something you cannot walk away, you cannot deceive and act like it doesn't exist. They did. And we've gotten so far away, we keep voting for the wrong people who are not going to get us what we want. They've showed it for the last 60 years. That plantation called the Democratic plantation. We already know what the other plantation is because they just as worse in their own way. And yet, how strange. Each side has something that's likable. Might be a small bill, might be something to work for something, but they do. But they don't have your interests at heart. So now, I'm to the point now where I just tell people now that you have to wake up individually. You have to get out of this matrix called this world and open your mind. I remember seeing a book once called I'll Fly Away, and it had black people like they were trying to fly away and be free of the way the world was treating them. And it looked like a definition of slavery, or they were called magical people. And we're still magical. We are the authors of this world. We are the penmanship of this world. We are a lot, and yet we don't really recognize it. We have so much betrayal at our door, taught by the white man. We have so much that dismembered our brains, our functioning, and it carries on, And then you see the hunger for racism, but you don't see none of the animals doing the same thing. So sometimes I have to wonder which species really grew up to be the prominent species. Apparently not us. And then they're so asleep, they're bringing children more into this shit. And on all sides of the specter of race, we're all suffering. Children should not come into this. Animals should not come into this. This is a forgive me for the word, this is a shit show. And it's getting worse and getting worse and worse. And so many need to wake up and breathe and realize attachments, as the Buddhists have always said, cause harm. It causes suffering. It causes things to stay as they are because we're too attached to this material world that's slipping through everybody's fingers. No one is free of suffering. No one. So when you know this, you grow into a height where you realize things are not what they seem. And some of us are waking up. We're fully aware of the darkness that's preceding us. And we have to become that citadel inside, that strength, that power, that awakening fervor that's on fire. And we can't let the outside polluted, condemned world touch it in any way. The thing people have to realize, even in the political scene, is vote what's going to work for you. Stop voting for the face of identity or voting for the face of stuff. And then when you hear these people claim they're doing for you and they're not doing for you, we're losing. Everyone. All is one. Remember this. All is one. All is sharing in the commonality of humanity. One thing I told somebody not too long ago was humans are forgetting what it is to be mortal and human. They're forgetting what it is to be something of a nature, a certain force. Lord Jesus, I hope this man is not coming over here where I'm at. I don't really want to see him, so forgive me if I bow my head. Problems. The greatest thing we have yet to do is to find ourselves in this mess. We have to be, watch this, we have to be aware, we have to be woken, and we have to be spiritually inclined to see the world as it really is. And it's a volcano set aflame. What beauty and traces of beauty we can find in this, let us research, let us find it. It's there. Just the messy world hides it, but it's there. It's in that mix of, oh, I'm here, but you really got to see me. You as a human being must endure and face the things for the time that you have, and let time exit you out of this planet. Not you give up and exit yourself, but you become the time period. You become the force of nature. You are no longer broken or no longer anew in anything. You guys have to forgive me because there's certain creatures making their way past over here, and I'm not in the mood for it, but I'll deal with it as it comes along. So if you see me pause the video, you see me exit the video, know that I'm doing it for the right specter of the world, and I'm going to do it for a minute, and then I'm going to come back. Good. They kept walking. Miscreants who chosen that road, because God gives you the power to choose anything you want. If you decide to go down a road that's cursed and full of death, this is you. And only you, as we were taught in the kids on commercials back in the day, Smokey used to say, only you can prevent a forest fire. You have the potential of the gods. We are children of the stardust as can. And for this sector moment, yes, I'm asking you to be an intervenus. Be a person that intervenes in the things that affect you as a human for the time that you have. Yeah, we're living in this timeline. People lived in 1800, 1700, 1657 BC, 329 AC, whatever it was. But while you're here, everything affects you for that timeline. We're here renting this space called Earth. And it's witnessing, the Earth is witnessing its worst terror. Hold on a minute, because I have a feeling I'm going to be interrupted. And I don't want to be interrupted. So I'm saying to you all, forgive me. I'm in a place that people in this town don't know how to leave people alone. They interrupt you at every minute they can get. And they don't care what you're doing or how you're doing it. There's interruptions. So you get to the point where you say to yourself, I can't let things harass me, bother me, but I must be focused. Focus is the key. And that's why so many people are losing space in their minds. Their magnetization is off. They're running to everything. Anybody's doing something a little extraordinary, a little different, they're running to. And they don't care how they interrupt you in it. But the greatest key of all is maintain power within, and it will exhibit without. And if you sincerely know that, you know what it takes to become the greatness that you can only exhibit for the time that you have on this little time you have. We are walking into a long, dark night. In fact, we're already in it. We just haven't gotten to the height of it. Whatever's going to fly, whatever's going to come, whatever's going to happen. The one thing I learned over these years is how to absorb, to disperse, and also adapt. Is to let you know how easily flowing your solidity is. Because nothing's solid here. In the real world, in the visionary world, nothing's solid. So don't hold on too long. Do not let it hold on to you, for it will make you very despaired. The greatest thing I have to say for the quote-unquote black race, the makers of this world, the creators of all these other races, is this. Find definition and everything else will define itself. But if you give in once to this world, you give in at any time, you give in to this stuff that's happening here, you will lose traces of who you are. And if you lose that, you don't know what you become. The greatest thing for me as a solitary black Asian man is to grow stronger, better, and more open in my mind, and don't let things come through to cause much harm to me, my physical, my mental, my spiritual. Most of the black people have not escaped that plantation mentality. But they did escape it in one way. It's not a good way, what I'm about to say. They escaped it and don't know what unity looks like anymore. They're so divided. They want to give everything to everybody, want to forgive everybody, want to do all that. You cannot. The world is passing through each and every grasp of human beings like sand in an hourglass. You cannot contain it. You cannot control it. It is what it is. It is the offspring of what humans have done to this planet while they've been here. And believe me, there's going to be retribution. And the whole race is going to have, watch this, the whole race is going to have to answer for what they've done. And no race, no color, no creed, no mental is going to be able to escape that answer. Nor are they going to be able to answer for the evils they committed on this planet. And that's everyone. God said everyone. So what I tell people now is to brace yourself, strap yourself in, and survive. Get in that survival mode. Get in that alpha mode. Get out of that beta mode of sleep. What beta mode you want? Alpha mode. You want to enhance. That's why I've incorporated meditation, visualization every morning, sometimes at night, prayer, all those wonderful things. But show it by action. The greatest gift you can give back to God is to show that you are becoming things in this world that are bettering you as a human as you were born to do. My friends, I leave you with this. Before I start this conversation about black people. Black people are in, let me say this in the ending. Black people are in a dark place, in dark space. You can thank the other races for this, especially the white race, but what you cannot thank is them continuing to latch onto their chains of separation in their brains. What you cannot fault them for is the continuance of this. So I tell each one, look inside yourself, find you. Put yourself in solidity within you. And all else will manifest. But for now, can't count on them. That's something I'm learning the hard way. Can't count on them. Can't count on them for nothing. But count on you. Count on God. And count on you seeing this planet and world for differences and changes. It's harder to brighten someone else's day. It's easier to make them even worse than what they are. So I leave this video, short video in the park on this beautiful day. And I tell everyone, namaste, grow stronger, build, get in tune with yourself. There are things you're not paying attention to that's all around you, and God gives them to you, but you got to wake them up within. And they're in there. Tools are in there. But I've seen too many people who are losing way. Mental is going. Things are going. Addictions are going. Things are happening. So what you have to do is be a person that is on the verge of higher Dhamma. Hiring yourself to a higher level. It's there. Believe in it, breathe it, live it every day, and thank God you made it today. Well, millions have died in the last few years, and you were gifted with life. You have purpose. Find that purpose while you can. It's not promised to you, nothing's promised to you, but find that purpose every day. It'll work out. Believe me, I'm working through it every day. The wars, the banners, the fights, working through it every day by the grace. You have a purpose. Live it, exhibit it. And I'll see you, my friends, on another video. The best. Continue to reach into your aura, that third eye, that power. It's all there waiting for you. Don't get too attached to this. Do what you can while you're here, but don't get too attached. Good day, my friends. The best and safe.